going over the install of the UltraTow dashboard mount 4.3-inch color backup camera. I've had this for a while, and we're going to put it on old red, help out with a little bit of the backup. Now, one of the challenges for us is we don't want to do this on the dash like this, because we want to kind of retain the classic look. So we're going to have to get a little bit creative, but we'll see what we can do.
The camera itself can be mounted using the license plate bolts.
So to get the wire to feed through without running it over the bumper, we went ahead and drilled a hole there, and that feeds the line into the inside of the bumper. And we brought it over this way. On the frame rail, we had our wiring harness for the rear lights, and it's an old truck. It's a little bit of a mess. We also had this old trailer lighting harness that was spliced in, so we had to kind of meet up with that. And what we ended up doing is, let me show you. So the main, here's your, this comes out of the license plate camera, and you're going to have the yellow and the red. So the yellow is going to connect with the yellow, simple enough. There is a red wire coming off of that. That doesn't have to go anywhere. On the red one, red's positive, black's ground. So if we come over here, basically we found the ground, and then we tapped into that for the camera and also for the trailer lights. Positive, what we had to find is on this here, which one was our reverse. This is a 1988 D100. Everything is faded, but you can see the kind of violet coloring, or it might have been violet at one time. Violet and black is supposed to be, there you go, kind of see it, supposed to be your reverse. And we power probed it, that actually worked. So we tapped into it on this side, and we put that all together. So that's the back. So the yellow connection, you're concerned about this black wire, which is going to be 20 foot of cable. And, you know, we run that all the way up the frame rail, zip tied it to the existing harness, tucked it away where we could, got creative, but we ran that up into the cab, and I'll show you that in a minute. That's all you have to do with the yellow connection. With the red connection, this is where your power is going to come from. Red going to the reverse light power wire, and black grounding. And that's all you have to do in the back. Alright, so coming from the back, you can see a couple more zip ties are needed, but it's not falling down below the fuel tank, so we're not too worried about it. We'll get that taken care of. And then up here, ran it through the frame rail, and it comes through here very secure. There's a plug that goes into the cab, and we ran it through that, and then we plugged it back up, so it's not going anywhere. Oop, little cleanup left. I got some remnants of the it's Earth Day, so we'll vacuum that up properly. But basically under here is where that plug is, and of course, you know, when we managed to get the plug out and we pop through, is right where we have sound deadener, so that's always fun to get through that stuff. I didn't take you long for the boring and frustrating journey. Maybe next time. But we got through it, and we ran the wiring. There's actually an existing wiring harness that runs along the floor, so we tied it in, physically tied it to it, not electrically. And then as we come up here, the wiring follows up and over behind the carpeting. And under here, you know, you can't see this. Obviously, we're under the dash right now, but you can't see under here unless you take a camera and dig underneath. But you could see where our wiring came back, and we followed it back here to the fuse block. That's where we supplied power. Now when we come over this way, why wouldn't the trash man show up right now while I'm recording? Stand by. Alright, well, they're taking forever, but I think it should be good enough to hear now. So our big goal was to do an install that didn't really disrupt the factory appearance too much. So this is where we ended up putting the camera. And then from here, the wiring, you know, one wire that shoots back that you can't see from, you know, when you're sitting inside. And that goes back, back there is where we tuck the wires. And kind of like on the rear, there's a yellow and a red. And the yellow connects with the long black wire, and that's your video feed. The red wire has to be powered and grounded. So we took the red wire and, you know, the power and ground back over here, and inside this fuse block is where we powered it. We also put a separate ground, not on these screws, but on an inside screw to the metal, so it constantly has a good ground. Now, it's good. It's out of the way. We're not thrilled with the two-sided tape. It's already kind of worked its way off of there. So we may have to upgrade that, but we like the two-sided tape idea because we haven't disrupted the factory dash at all. So, and then when you come up here, you know, if you're not looking for it, you still have very much a factory dash appearance. It's down there. Much like when we installed the radio, we just wanted something that didn't detract from the classic look. I mean, it still looks 80s, but it's just more functional. Alright, and that wraps it up for this project. The backup camera is installed on Old Red, and we did, you know, kind of a different style of video as we're developing. Some followers want to see what interests you. So did you like this style? Put it down in the comments below. Let us know if you like this style video. Do you want more instruction, less instruction? Open anything, but let's have a little discussion about it. And there's plenty more work to be done on Old Red, as well as you know, we welcome if you have a project that you'd like help with, give us a call or visit evocative.site site/contact, and there you can ask your questions, request quotes. Comes into us, and we'll get back to you just as soon as we can. We do more than detailing. If you need detailing, we absolutely do that. But projects like this, we can help you out with as well. So give us a call if you need help. Like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we hope to see you back.